Welcome everyone to your full moon in Taurus reading. This is going to be the beautiful beaver moon. Okay guys, let's get in here and see what's going on during this time. And then of course I will also get to each individual sign through timestamps, right? Everything's going to be timestamped. Okay, so let's get in here and see what's going on with you. See how this Beaver moon, this Taurus moon, is going to affect you. Remember, it is Taurus, so it's slow, patient, grounded. But yet it's also ran by Venus, so it's going to be abundant, prosperity, keeping the eye on the prize, just as Taurus does. Okay, so this message for this Taurus moon is full moon in Capricorn. Yes, beautiful earth energy over here of take a reality check. Because remember, earth sign, Taurus is an earth sign, so it's very grounded. It doesn't always get out there in la la land. It keeps itself in reality, right? So even though it's kind of crazy because in seriousness, Taurus is more of the daydream believer, right? Of all the earth signs, right? So it says, new moon in Taurus, know your worth. Take a reality check, know your worth. Don't let others tell you what you're worth or what you're not worth. You know exactly what you need. Keep your eye on the prize. I mean, guys, that's really what this is going to be all about, is keeping your eye on the prize. Slow and steady wins the race. And it doesn't matter what you're looking at because it takes care of all four pillars, right? It takes care of everything, right? And especially the first three major pillars, right? Job, what is money, love, health, wealth, success, this, that, material, right? I say four because material, you're going to add that material in there because it's Venus, right? So she wants the love, she wants the money, she wants the health, and she wants the last pillar, material. This is where I want my car. I want my, you see what I'm saying? I want my new house. See the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. But to be able to do what it is you need to do and keep your eye on the prize, you're going to have these things. Reflect also on your priorities. If your priorities are in check and you have everything down that you need, then let's just keep going. Go deep. Go deep for what it is you want, new moon in Scorpio. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go, right? And most important of this time is believe in good luck. And you want to believe in good luck. Step into your power, believe in that good luck. Remember, let go. It's a full moon. Let go what it is you no longer want, but let's manifest on that full moon and get going. You do everything right, you could get things within weeks, or it could be within Taurus season, depending on what you're manifesting, depending on how big it is. Or how much you believe in the situation, or however, right? Everybody's story is going to be different. Manifestation cards. Worth the wait. Is something or someone not moving forward as fast as you would like? This card is here to assure you. Hold fast, be patient. The best of in life are worth waiting for. What did I say? This full moon is all about setting intentions, but yet being very patient. Now we're talking about extra patient. Eye on the prize. It's worth the wait. Slow and steady wins the race. Taurian energy. Grace. When we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion, and kindness. This card asks you to view your situation with grace, bringing in that grace, that love, that, knowing what it is you want, seeing the bigger picture within the situation. Release the past. Let that room come in. That way you have all the room needed for what it is you truly want. Okay. And persevere. Who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? You work hard, and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. Trust within the situation. Believe and trust. I'm loving these cards. These are great. These are great cards here. Because yes, it says it is safe to relax. You're going to want to be relaxed. Right? You've handled it all. This card brings a message that you are safe now and it's okay to relax because you're going to be relaxed anyways. Taurus energy is relaxed. Okay, and let's get in here and go straight to Aries, Taurus. Remember, timestamps are in the description area, my friends. Okay, so this message, Aries, Taurus. Going after your dreams, or really building your dreams over here. And I mean, that's really what this beaver moon and, you know, and full moon in Taurus is, right? It's about building those dreams. Slow and steady wins the race. Staying grounded, knowing what your worth is, knowing what you really truly want, believing in that magic, that luck, right? Allowing that Venus energy to come through. But you have this beautiful Aries card coming in that's saying really taking kind of the bull by the horns over here about what it is that you truly want within your dreams, right? The beautiful moon card. You're going to have a lot of intuition though too. So watch your intuition. Your intuition could be very spot on right now. Having a lot of intuitive dreams as well. So watch that. The moon's also great for signs and synchronicities. Okay, and you have Hathor light codes, full system upgrade. Yeah, so watch for power recalls, downloads, great ideas, okay, creative ideas coming through as well, okay. Especially as we get Mercury getting ready to go through that Mercury retrograde as well. It's going to want to really enhance a lot of communication. Okay, so let's grab a manifestation card for you. Giving and receiving, that's crazy. That's what Aries got, was the giving and receiving card. 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, right now is a great time to give and take is different from giving and receiving. Taking and receiving are not the same. When we take, whoever we take from may not have chosen to give. However, when we receive, you have respect for this exchange. Let go of any need to take. Embrace in harmony and giving and receiving. Beautiful time for giving and receiving. So make sure that, you know, just be generous with your heart, you know. It's, you know, and allow yourself, that's crazy, allow yourself to receive. I really do feel like, you know, it doesn't matter Aries, Taurus, whether you're, you know, the Aries or the Taurus, you know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of giving and receiving when it comes to your sign. So I think it's really about you being able to receive. Make sure that you are opening your hands and allow people to give you things. Okay, because you have to remember there's a karmic turnaround. If you're always giving but never taking other people's gifts, you're not allowing them to have that flow, right? You're not allowing that flow. There has to be a beautiful flow. Okay. It says one of the greatest blocks in our ability to manifest our greatest desire is the inability to receive. And also just, you know, allowing yourself to receive even the gifts from the universe. And that's a part of believing in the luck, believing in manifesting, believing that good things can come to you. That is a part of receiving. Okay, so whether it's from the universe itself, through universal gifts, or from people. And a lot of times, you know, the universe uses people to get your gifts. Okay? Okay, so Taurus, Gemini. Manifesting financial opportunity, resistance for change. Watch your resistance for change. Right now it's time for personal transformation. We are in Scorpion season. So even though we're in this full moon, this beaver moon, this full moon in Taurus is saying that we're building our abundance, we're building our dreams. But make sure that you are watching what you're doing. Don't hold on to things that are stagnant. Don't hold on to things that can hold you back from building your dreams. Let go and allow the transformation to come through, so that way you can receive the gifts that you need from the universe. Okay, because there could be some kind of personal transformation and fear of having some kind of collapse. You might be holding on to something and trying to avert the chaos, avert this collapse that needs to happen, so that way you can have the room for something beautiful to come in. You're holding on to a crappy, like, it's just like holding on to some crappy job, but there's another job out there that's way better for you, makes more money, better boss, better hours, might even be closer to home, whatever it is. But if you keep holding on to the crappy job, you're never going to find that job. You see what I'm saying? So it says, cut the cords, break through energy. So this right now is the time to break the cords, because you have some kind of Ace of Cups coming in, whether it's relationship, job, whatever it is. Okay. So allow yourself to have this inner discovery. Allow yourself to have this Ace of Cups. Okay. So I do feel like you're kind of in the Four of Cups energy right now, where you're kind of looking at the Three of Cups in this area. But the only difference is it's kind of a woe is me, but I can't let go. Because if I let go, there's a lot of fear that something, huge will happen, right? And so you're, like I said, averting yourself and detouring yourself away from having that avalanche, right? That needs to happen. But it's like deep down inside the Taurus Gemini, you know it needs to happen. It's just trying. Maybe you're looking for a safety net. Maybe you're waiting for this mattress to fall out of the sky before you leap, right? I need some kind of safety net. And okay, so that's how I feel like for some of you who are waiting for some kind of safety net. Okay. Gemini, Cancer. Commitments to the delay, lack of motivation, lack of energy. You might feel like you're a little tired at this time. This supermoon might be making you very tired. You might be even tired of this relationship, or tired of going out after your commitments, feeling like your commitments are not going the way you want them to go. You're tired of juggling all of these things. You might feel overcommitted and disorganized right now. This moon is kind of working against you in some ways, Cancer, Gemini, Cancer, because you might be feeling that it's, keeping you imbalanced. So you're having a hard time kind of grounding yourself. Spirit said, make sure that you are keeping yourself grounded, but you might be feeling like you're having a hard time grounding. Once it says you feel a little more grounded, you let go a little bit of control. It might even be that you're trying to control a situation so much that it's imbalancing you when you already feel unstable anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it's saying if you just let go a little bit, it's time to shine. You'll actually find yourself grounded and time to shine. Okay. But you need to give yourself a little bit of leeway, but let go of a little bit of control, because it's kind of like, what it reminds me of, really, seriously, if you really want to know the truth, it's like being really, really drunk and people are like, sit down, and you're like, no, I'm going to keep walking. And you're walking, but you're like all over the place. Like you're, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to fall. And when you fall, you're going to like fucking hurt yourself. You know what I mean? And I don't mean just like, I don't mean like teenage fall. I mean like you're going to fall. It's going to hurt, And it reminds me of that energy. It reminds me of that, not that 18, 19-year-old, I've been drinking type of scenario, to 21. I mean, like, we're in our 30s and it's going to hurt. Maybe even 25, I'm going to fall and, hurt my tailbone or something. And that's because you're trying to be in control of a situation where you need to sit down. That's what it feels like. And when you do sit down, you're going to realize a lot of the stress and the weight is really going to fall away, and you're going to be able to shine now. Okay. You're going to actually start having some kind of download or something. You're going to say, I feel more relaxed, because now you're grounded, right? Instead of trying to fight through the energy. Sorry, that was the only thing I could think of, guys, is the drunk thing. I really couldn't think of it. That's what came to mind. So it says compromising. Are you in a situation where you need to compromise? But I feel like the compromise is like you're like compromising with yourself too much. You need to let go. Yeah, you're you're taking too much lead. You're taking too much control where you just need to chill. That's that energy, though. I mean, that super moon, I mean, it is a grounded, stubborn energy. So you're just kind of taking on a little bit of that stubborn energy with you. And if you have Taurus in your chart, that's, Capricorn, Virgo, the earth signs are stubborn. So you could even be taking on that even more. Okay. But otherwise, it looks like you're going to be fine, and you'll be having this understanding of where you can move passionately. But yeah, you need to let go of the stubbornness. See that? Towards the bottom. It's like too much. It could be too much perfectionism that you're doing. That could be the control, right? Whatever it is. Okay, my friends. Cancer, Leo. If you're dealing with a Taurus, you're going to feel like they're indulgent at this time, feeling like they're a little OCD and a little power hungry and a little stubborn. You might find that they're a little argumentative, really standing their ground for themselves or for what they want. But it's also going to be one of those things, too, where you feel like there's something going on to where you're trying to fix something, but you might feel like they're trying to make you miss an opportunity. So it does feel like you're going to be standing up for yourself and really standing, for what you're passionate about over here. Okay, so it says to build what it is you need to build, the building blocks are going to be within, but you're going to have a lot of communication coming in of where you can start rebuilding on whatever this maybe missed opportunity is, or this almost missed opportunity. Because for some of you, it's going to be one or the other. Okay. And then you're going to have the central sun. So you're going to start getting that success, really reaching out there for that success, but having all these like really successful downloads of what it is you truly want. So I see you using a lot of intellect over here, more than intuition at this time, because right now it's kind of like getting down to, like just the analytical pros and cons of this situation. You almost made me miss this chance because you want to fight with me, or I missed something in the past because, I was too stubborn to see something. I still feel like somebody's trying to hold you back, though, from moving forward on something. So it could feel like, well, shit, if I don't move, I could miss it again, or I don't want to miss this. So take that how it resonates, because it does feel like somebody's being stubborn around you. But I do feel like you're going to end up taking the reins over here and really using that. Like it says, take the reality check, because you're going to be like, because you're going to be reflecting on your priorities over here and seeing the bigger picture of the, no, not this time, not again. Because it almost feels like that's that kind of energy, my friends, where it's kind of like, not again. Whether it's the same person or just the same kind of thing coming at you again, it's almost like I learned it last time. I did learn this lesson, and I'm not going to let it happen again. Okay? Okay. So, Leo, Virgo. Full moon. Getting out of your mind, not having negative thoughts. Watch your negative thoughts at this time. Watch your emotions. Emotions are high, intelligence is low. Standing your ground, keeping your structure at this time. Feeling like you are in a bit of a challenge mode. You might be feeling challenged at this time. And your emotions may be trying to get the best of you, or someone else's emotions might be trying to get the best of you. Or it could even be 2 in 1. Hey, look, my emotions aren't doing wonderful, and you are way over emotional, and we're not clicking. If anything, we need to stay away from each. Look at that. Stay away from each other. No good. Yep, no good. Yeah, no good. So whatever is going on in this relationship, you're going to find that you're not even trusting this person. Something's coming up where you're going to feel like this relationship has an untrustworthy feeling to it. It could be that you see the bigger picture, that you have some kind of download, but you're really watching this person with suspicious eyes and thoughts and feelings. So And that's just because, you know, you might be getting a lot of downloads as well with the moon over here that's saying, watch this person, because this person is putting in some conflict, and I don't know, they're throwing some vibes over here at this time. It is almost Mercury retrograde, so is it that they're throwing vibes to come back, fight, whatever it is, but there's a lot of challenge going on. So you're definitely going to be wanting to see that, okay? So watch that person. Yeah. Otherwise, slow and steady says you're really building up your intuition at this time. Your intuition is really you're building the blocks to see what is going on within the situation, okay? You have things that you would like to do within your life, but you also have this person over here that you have to watch like a hawk, okay? Virgo, Libra. Deception and betrayal, watching the people around you. There's a resistance to change. There's some unfinished business when it comes to the situation. Watch your emotional baggage at this time. It is a full moon, and your emotions are a little high. It does look like your intuition will be pretty good if you can keep your emotions at bay and actually keep yourself balanced. Okay, you're going to find a lot of comfort, but the working where you want to build something, you might feel like it's best to build, whatever this is, you might be feeling it might be best to build with only certain types of people and not letting other people into your energy at this time. So at this time, you might be kind of cutting ties with certain things and then only bringing in what it is you truly want. Those that you feel like could actually be helpful, okay? Because otherwise you could feel like this is kind of all over the place, okay? So it does look like you're building the blocks to success over here and a new opportunity. You do have the Wheel of Fortune. Your destiny is calling you, okay? And it does look like you have at least 2 other people on your side, but it does look like you might have tried to call in other people or do something else, or other people are trying to force their way into something that you're trying to build, or it could even just be you're building your relationships, right? It could be a business relationship, however, but it says times to cut those ties because they don't need to be there. If anything, there's more interference from them to get things done than it's worth. Okay, so it's saying, hey, know your worth, know what you need to do, look at the bigger picture, because if you look at the bigger picture, things will move the way you really want them to move, okay? It might even be something from the past that's trying to come back, and maybe you were, feeling like maybe I should let them there, but then you're finding, you know what, sometimes we have to let bygones be bygones and say, yeah, you did great, but I'm not going to let you back in this time. I'm sorry. Yeah, no double energy allowed. Okay. Libra, Scorpio. Taking control, having you have a little bit of mental confusion on some certain things. The moon can cause mental confusion because, it also causes clarity, but it can also, sometimes it can cause confusion, but sometimes it can also clear up confusion. This one actually feels like there's some inner clarity that's coming through, but it also feels like a little confusion in which you're trying to rethink an idea, something that's going on around you. You do have the courage and the confidence at this time. I just think that because the emotions are so high from this super moon, that it's just going to feel like you're trying to transform something, but you're just not sure exactly how to. I think the confusion is just, how do I do it? How do I let go of this situation to allow this extra energy to come through? You know what I mean? Because I want to be confident and I want to have the zest for life. I want to be determined to get this piece in. I'm just not sure exactly where to start. Could be fixing a relationship. I do have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups to the Lover. So it could be trying to figure out how to fix this love situation, how to fix this endeavor. It could be anything that you're trying to do. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be just trying to, figure out what the next steps are to get to work, get to school. How am I going to get the money that I need to pay for, everything that I need, or, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to help me? So it's I feel like it's building blocks. Yeah, I mean, we're in the beaver, we're in the beaver moon. I mean, the beaver does all the building, right? We just had the harvest moon. We just harvested everything, so it's time to resow seeds. So you're building the blocks. Slow and steady wins the race with hard work, with the Taurus energy. But it's kind of like, well, I have to figure out now where my values are and how I'm going to build this up because I'm making a new world for myself. You have this new beginning, or you're trying to make this new beginning. You see what I'm saying? Some of you are already in it, and some of you are trying to get to it, right? But you know it's there. You know it's there. It's right there. And it is. It's right there. Beautiful. It's just, it's just planting those seeds. Scorpio, Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse to the Six of Pentacles. So you're really trying over here to build. You're looking for your Ten of Pentacles. You're really trying to focus on what it is you really need. But at this time, you might feel a little non-motivational. You might feel like everything's collapsing, nothing's going right. You might feel a little optimistic about the situation. Or I'm sorry, you were feeling optimistic. I'm sorry, you're feeling very pessimistic. Oh my God, I totally screwed that up. I want you to keep optimistic, but the full moon's actually making you feel pessimistic. I'm sorry. I do feel like though you were optimistic, but now you're feeling there's an imbalance. It wasn't going the way you wanted it to go. You put out a lot of hard work over there, but now it just feels like you're bringing it all back in to shut down. Shutting down. But you're still fighting the good fight, even if you don't know that you are because of the Six of Pentacles. So you might feel like you're not really doing much, but you're actually doing more than you're actually aware of. Yeah, Ace of Cups is on its way. You're just waiting for the Ace of Cups to open up those doors. I do feel like this full moon is going to allow you to travel towards these new open doors. You're just waiting for that horn to blow. But we've seen it in the 2025, leaving 2025, where that horn is starting to blow, where that horn is starting to really, it's already, it's, for a lot of you, it's already happened. It's just waiting for the next step. Even if the horn is already blown, and you have the redemption because you've got the awakening, you're just waiting for the next step. And some of you don't even know it's happened. It's not always something we know. Sometimes we have to go back and see it, right? Then we have to see the bigger picture. But right now, I just feel like there's going to be some pessimism going on after all the optimism you put out. That's what I was trying to say in the very beginning, and I kept stumbling my words. So sorry, my friends, but that's exactly what it is. Because you're clearing a karmic board. You're learning to rewrite your story and live in your truth. And it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. Okay. And it's not easy. It's not. It's not easy. Anybody who says it's easy, they lied. But it also depends on what it is, because certain things are easy and then certain things are really fucking hard. And what you guys are going through is really fucking hard. Right? For the majority of you. For those of you who think it's easy peasy, then it's gonna come pretty quick. But then again, if it was really easy peasy, you would already have it. Right? We still wouldn't be talking about this. Uncertainty. Scorpio, Sagittarius, make sure that you calm the noise within your mind, get still and meditate. If you are still uncertain, give yourself 4 hours to meditate again. If you are still unclear, wait 4 days, and if necessary, 4 weeks, the answer will come. Yeah. I know that, though. I'm right there with you guys in some of the areas of my life. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay? Still meditating, still manifesting, still going strong, still claiming it's mine, and it's taking forever. Got it? Sagittarius, Capricorn. Emotional immaturity, courage. You could be dealing with somebody who disappoints you. They're putting out a lot of disappointment. They're making you stand up for yourself and having that boundary, keeping up with those boundaries. It sounds just like the Sag reading I did. Having the competition, they're giving you this disagreement at this time. You are trying to stand up for yourself and show that you have this new opportunity, this new beginning, and this new potential for yourself, not wanting to give your energy to anybody else. Right? So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm looking for my inner satisfaction, but they keep giving dissatisfaction. So whether it's at work or wherever this person is, and I do feel it's a person, this person is really challenging you at this time for whatever reason, but it's for selfish reasons no matter what. And I know that because I did the Sag reading is the same. You could be dealing with Taurus, just like I told them. Okay. Could be a Taurus. It might, if it's not a Taurus, I mean, it was a very stubborn energy. So I did assume that it literally could be Taurus, or just really taking that Taurus energy from this moon and really, right? Because maybe they have Taurus strong in their charts. So they're going to really hold on to that, like Taurus rising, something like that. Capricorn, Aquarius. Can't get any worse, but you're looking at some money coming in. You've gone through a lot of self-development over here. It does look like right now you're going to be a little uninspired. The moon is really strong, and it makes people feel a little wishy-washy. Some are going to be really pushed to want to go and do things, and then some are going to take on that uninspired, lazy Taurus way. When we say lazy, that's that Taurian way, right? I mean, that's it. You're either super motivated to go or you're super lazy. I ain't going nowhere, right? This is where we get that Ferdinand the Bull. I'm sitting next to a tree. Step by step, I'm going to stop, graze, eat some grass, and then I'll go again. Yeah, right? So I do feel like right now that's exactly where you're going to be headed. It's almost like you were really strong, you were motivated, now all of a sudden you're like tired, and the moon might be making you very tired, but you do feel like there's a knowing within you that you are getting something, right? You can see the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius, seeing the bigger picture. So you definitely can see that's what it is, right? Yeah, there's a lot of give and take, but it's mostly from give and receive. Excuse me. There is a lot of give and receive, but it's coming from the universe itself. And that's because the universe is saying, you put out all this out here, Cap Aqua, so now I'm going to give it back to you. Absolutely. Yeah, your intuition is going to, I think your intuition will be heightened after you're not feeling so run down from so it could only be a couple of days. I say by the weekend, by the time the full moon, kind of collapses and it's done and over with, your intuition is going to start sparking off that energy that it's pushing out. You see what I'm saying? Be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Aquarius, Pisces. Building up your intuition for that money. Ooh, see, there it is. The courage, you have that Leo intuition, being focused, determination, most intuitive sign of the fire deck, the Queen, the Leo. It's a different kind. I always say, though, that her intuition is a little bit different from a lot of others because it's so determined, it's so forward, and so, like, here we go, right? Yeah, you're moving over here, exploring. There's a lot of excitement coming in for you. You're going to feel very excited, inspired. You might have had some interference with third party, some kind of gossip or a crowd, or feeling like you're in a third party situation. Maybe you feel like you need to get out and go do something. Maybe you feel like you've been in a spot too long. It's kind of like, you gotta sometimes you're like, if you go to visit someone and you know they're a couple, maybe it's like I need to go out and go, you know what I mean, go do something by myself so they can have some time because I've been here for 2 weeks. So it might make you feel that way. It doesn't mean it's happening. It just means that you're starting to feel like maybe you're the interference, like you're interfering. Um, and whether you are or not, it's good though for you to get out. You're going to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to go out and see a movie or something. You know what I mean? Take myself some alone time so that way I can give them some alone time because maybe they feel like I'm interfering, right? Could be a certain situation, or you might feel that that's the other person. Okay. For some of you, I feel like it could be you, like you knew you were there because you're trying to move or you're trying to do something, but it feels like I'm not giving them enough space, so I'm going to leave the situation, you know what I mean, to go watch a movie at the movies or do something. It's just a new perspective. Okay. Like we're some kind of, twin attached at the hip type of scenario. And that could even be it too. I mean, maybe they're making you feel that way, and maybe you're even staying, and you're like, no, you need to go stay with your husband. You need to go do something with him. I'm going to go to the movies. That way, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes that happens too. Okay, they're giving you too much attention because they're so excited, and it's like, no. Okay, guys. So figure out how that works for you. Either that, or it could just be that somebody is just interfering in your relationship on a negative, and you just really need to make some kind of smooth exit. Planning progress. Yeah, because I see you making some kind of progress over here. There's going to be a lot of planning and new progress coming out and new discoveries during this time. Pisces, Aries. Getting over some kind of heartbreak, releasing some kind of pain, and something that's not only painful but also been working on your mind. This pain that you're trying to release within this full moon is the type that you're going to go deeper within the situation to really try to get out of this. Clearly making boundaries and clearing your mind from this situation, seeking the truth. So there's going to be a lot of downtime for you. I do feel like you're going to be in your head about this situation, but as you're trying to pull out the swords of pain, really there's a lot of healing. It's really what this is. It's healing and not arguing within your mind about the situation. So I do see you healing, okay? But I also see a surprise coming through as you're trying to build something over here, whether it's building new boundaries, building new jobs, new communications, whatever it is. Yeah, but trying to nurture the situation. Okay. For some of you, you're even trying to, fix something that happened between you and your mother, okay, or grandmother, or this mother-like figure. Okay. There could have been some kind of argument going on that really hurt. They could have hurt you, but you are trying to rebuild that and make it more of a solid foundation with them, or just trying to find the forgiveness within the situation and continue doing what you need to do. Okay. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.